You've made it to Chiro Hustle. Sit back and learn from the greatest influencers in the profession on the world's #1 chiropractic podcast. This episode is brought to you by Peach State Payments. Ethical processing, more profit, less stress. Chiro HD, more than an EHR. Practice management simplified. The Chiro Speaking Company. Attract, educate, and convert. Chiro Spring, cloud-based, user-friendly software with all the essential features chiropractors need. Redmond Relight. The IFCO. Chiro Moguls. Chiro Health USA. Sherman College of Chiropractic. Pure Chiro Notes, Titronics, and Life West College of Chiropractic. Let's hustle. This episode of Chiro Hustle is brought to you by Relight Hydration by Redmond. Here's the truth. Most Americans are walking around dehydrated, low energy, brain fog, muscle cramps, afternoon crashes, and many people think they just need more coffee, when they actually need more electrolytes. Because hydration isn't just about drinking more water, it's about the minerals. Your body relies on electrolytes like sodium, potassium, and trace minerals to help your cells actually absorb and use the water you drink. Without those minerals, water alone doesn't do the job. That's where Relight Hydration comes in. Relight is built around Redmond Real Salt, a natural, mineral-rich salt harvested from an ancient seabed in Utah. It provides the foundational sodium your body needs for proper hydration, along with balanced electrolytes to support energy, muscle function, and daily performance. No artificial dyes, no unnecessary fillers, just clean electrolytes built around real mineral salt. Because at Redmond, we believe the secret's in the salt. If you're new to Relight, start with their sample pack so you can try multiple flavors and find your favorite. Once hydration becomes part of your daily rhythm, you'll feel the difference. And chiropractors understand this well. The nervous system runs on electrical signals, and electrolytes help support that communication throughout the body. If you're tired of hitting the wall mid-afternoon, it might not be more caffeine you need. It might just be better hydration. Go to chirohustle.com and get 25% off of Relight with their exclusive promo. Hydrate smarter, move better, stay aligned.
Hey guys, welcome to episode 759 of the Chiro Hustle Podcast. I'm your producer, Luke Millette, and here's your host, James Chester.
So today we had the opportunity of interviewing Dr. Staton Medsker Jr. And if you have any idea of what it takes to scale chiropractic into the schools, stay tuned and listen to this full episode. Welcome back. This is another episode of the Chiro Hustle Podcast. Today I have Dr. Staton Medsker on with me, the Rock and Doc. Got some really cool topics we're going to be discussing. He's totally dialed in. You can look at his shirt. You can look at the shirt on the wall behind them. It says Posture Police. It's going to be a really fun episode, I guarantee you. It's episode 759. Before we get into this episode of the Chiro Hustle Podcast, I want to let you know our big why. Why do we do what we do over here? Well, first things first is freedom of speech. Personally, I know what it's like to be traffic throttled and shadow banned and censored, and we'd never do that to you. We love the chiropractic profession. We believe in medical freedom and family health freedom. If you're looking for a provider for them, please go to a local chiropractor in your neighborhood and find somebody that can help you and your family out with those topics of family freedom and medical freedom. I'm sure a chiropractor would be happy to facilitate you with those, what you're looking for. And we also believe in protecting the sacred trust. If you don't know what that is, go to the show notes and check it out. It's BJ Palmer's last written words. And it doesn't matter if you've been practicing for 1 year or 40 years, go find the show notes, check it out, and fall back in love with this profession, or share it with somebody, because the world needs to know what the chiropractic profession stands for. Philosophically speaking, we believe in innate intelligence, universal intelligence, and the educated intelligence. We also believe in subluxation-based chiropractic. I know I shouldn't have to say these things, but they're removing the lexicon and they're removing the the real truth of the philosophy from chiropractic education. So if you know a chiropractic student out there or somebody that might have lost their way, please share Chiro Hustle podcast with them. It's chirohustle.com. Check us out. But without any further, Dr. Staten, episode 759, welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you very much, James. Nice to see you again.
Yeah, it's been too long, man. Lots of great things that I'm sure have happened between the last time we've had you on to today. And it seems like you've been authoring books like every other week and setting up programs to help more people get better faster.
For sure. It's my goal, man. I want to heal 5 million people in the next year. That's my goal. 5 million. It's coming.
I love it. We're
going to do
it. Well, let's just jump right into this one. One of the topics you wanted to discuss was stagnancy of chiropractic and what you have some initiatives to help with that.
Yeah, I mean, I was fired up when I first came out as a chiropractor back in '92, and like we're gonna heal the world, and it just they've been saying the same thing for 30 years, and nothing has changed. The only difference is, there were 60,000 chiropractors when I first came out back in '92, right? And now there's 70,000 chiropractors. I mean, we only increased by 10,000. I mean, how is that? That's just crazy. I mean, there's over 310,000 physical therapists out there. We're totally outnumbered, man. And now they're starting to do the manipulations too. On top of that, we're going to get lost in the mix, man. We're going to get buried. So we've got to increase our numbers, and we got to increase the number of people coming to see us. And that has to be done. We've got to find some way to build our practices up and unify. And that's the key right there that we'll talk about, unification.
Well, I've been tinkering around this idea about usage and utilization. And I look at you say 60,000, 70,000 chiropractors, right? And you said you finished school in the 90s, yeah?
Yep.
And the group of chiropractors really hasn't grown tremendously, right?
That's correct. And still only 10% of the population utilizes chiropractic, right? I mean, that hasn't gone up either. We're sitting here fighting over the dregs of, what medical society has to offer us. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. And, as, somebody that loves the profession, wants to see it grow. I have to think back to an 8% utilization with only 60,000 practitioners. That's a pretty big number for that small of a workforce, though, wouldn't you say?
Well, I mean, I think we have pockets of success. I certainly did. I ran a practice, 300 patients a week. My game was on, and I counted, over my 30 years, we took stats every week. So personally, I've been able to do 250,000 adjustments in 30 years. All right. So I did extremely well. My game is up. I'm an expert in my field at what I do. I chose to do more structural correction than pain management. And then I was very blessed. I'm a musician. You can see in the background there, right? So I'm a musician too. So I was in the music field for 30 years backstage. I mean, I'm the chiropractor to over 700 famous bands, from Ozzy, Tool, Korn, Weird Al, Iron Maiden. All of those bands are my patients over the years. And I got tired of adjusting them. And then I see them again, and they're all busted up again, and they ruin all my work. So that's why I wrote my first book called The SET Program. I'm like, here, man, if you do this program on the tour bus while you're away from me, you'll come back better. And they did. And so that was what got me started on this concept of a home exercise program that does structural correction and continues the progress that I made with my patients in the office. And it works, man. Over 700 famous bands swear by the posture reset program, the SET program now. Now, what we did 3 years ago is we changed it to try to unify this program and branch it out to all the other specialties that are out there. And so that's what we did. I Google searched. And I'm like, what's the three biggest issues that every person sees? Medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, massage therapists. What do we all see that walk in the door? Every one of us sees at least one of these three problems. Computer tech neck. Now, that used to be a bass player's problem or, piano player's problem. They used to hunch over their instruments. And that's why I created this thing to do, on the tour bus, get extension back as much as you can. But now it's like with the age of technology, everybody's got it. 68% diagnosed upper cross syndrome last year. Right. So we've got to unify and start addressing that issue. You're going to see it. Almost every person who walks in your door now has it. What's the second and third? It is sitting too long. So they get posterior pelvic tilt, which is flat butt. And that shows up on, decreased sacral base angle. You'll see that on all your x-rays. So, that's flat butt syndrome. And then the third one, and everybody sees this, 97% of your patients walking in the door are going to have a functional short leg syndrome. And that's because they fell on their butt, 3,000 times. Unless they played sports, it's even more than that. And you've got some imbalance in the pelvis that could be corrected with a manipulation to unlock it. Yes, that helps, but rehab it back. All right. And there's a way to do that through the Posture Reset program. We'll talk about that. So that's my second book. The Posture Reset program addresses those three issues, corrects them. And now my third book coming out is called the Chiro. Kairo. Chiro. I know it sounds like Cairo, but it's completely different. And it's a Chiro healing technique. And this is what happens when you unify all of the specialties across the board. All of your physical therapists, your personal trainers, your massage therapists, your medical doctors, your chiropractors, your yoga instructors, you certify them all in the Posture Reset program so that they all address those three issues at the same time. And then it only takes 3 minutes. Go just your first 3 minutes of treatment. Do the Posture Reset program, verify what they need to do on their home exercise Posture Reset program, and then do what you do, what you've been taught to do. If you're a chiropractor, then adjust them. If you're a physical therapist, then work on whatever that knee, ankle, shoulder thing is that you need to do. But you already addressed, the computer neck, flat butt, and short leg issues, right? And verified that first for the first 3 minutes, and then do what you do as your specialty. As a trainer, you address those things. And then you physically train them on all the other stuff, following the protocols of the do's and don'ts that are in the back of the Posture Reset program. It's a beautiful thing when you get an entire community doing what they do together and healing the community as a unified group of healers. Oh my goodness, you'll have 2 million healers in the world that take on 327 million people across the nation. And we are going to heal the masses. And that's how we're going to do it, through the Posture Reset program.
Well, I got some questions for you off of what you just shared.
Yeah.
How do we get those amazing musicians to be advocates for chiropractic and get them to start doing some promos for, their followers to start finding chiropractic? I
already have them. I have over 50 of them. I mean, I've got, Greg Bissonette from the Beatles, from Ringo Starr, the drummer, man. Yeah, man, I can't do the drums without the Posture Reset program, man. You guys got to go get on this program, man. It works, Bob. I mean, I got 50 of those already filmed. We have a stack of them that are being uploaded into the YouTube. So that we could start blowing my YouTube up and showing all of these testimonials.
I think that's where it's at. I think that's where it's at, is we got to use their cultural authority with their following to start finding chiropractic.
Yep. Go in the program here. I've got Mr. Universe, Michael Heron. He backs the program 100%. I'm his chiropractor over the years. And I'm also a chiro for Bull Stewart's AAU powerlifting team. He's a world record holder, the most world records out of any athlete out there. And he backs the program 100% too. I've got him on camera saying, you guys got to get under this. So we have 4 programs to implement the posture reset program into our community. And those 4 programs are reset my school, is priority first. So we bring the posture reset program in. It is twofold. It's an injury prevention specialist program. Injury prevention is primary for this. We talk about it. We need injury prevention in all our sports programs, but nobody knows what to do. Well, guess what? If somebody's crooked like this and they take a hit because they're already tight, they're going to tear, right? But if somebody is stable and fixed like this and they take a hit, they're going to not get injured. And so that's key right there, is we got to stop taking our kids that never get balanced out for 15 years, and they have all these falls and injuries. We know they have short leg. 97% have a short leg, functional, a twisted pelvis. And every trainer can see it when they try to do a squat and they go all the way down on one side and try to push up harder on the other. Guess what? That's correctable through the posture reset program. And and so we got to stop that from happening. We've got to get this program into the schools. Last fall, we introduced 28 high schools are on the program now in just the last 3 months. So that's very exciting that we're getting it into the athletic departments. They're starting to do it. And then we have this new campaign called Look Up, right, that we're doing now in their gyms. So we send them posters and we go, oh, stop looking at your muscle while you're looking down doing an isometric contraction, right? Look at my muscle, it's so big, right? Yeah, you're ruining your neck while you do that. So we have a poster that shows wrong and right with them looking up. So everybody's looking up now while you're doing in the gym, while you're doing all your exercises and you're strengthening your head in isometric contraction into extension to get your head back over your shoulders. And that's key right there as we move on to bringing this into the next program, which is called Reset My Gym. And we're introducing 8,000 gyms over the next 3 months as we hit the exercise wave in our communities across the nation.
So the number one thing that's destroying posture, what do you think that attributes to?
The number one thing is short leg syndrome. 3,000 falls for the average teenager. 97% of any given population has a functional short leg syndrome that needs to be corrected. Well, it's the number one reason for hip and knee replacements in our society. We got to get the pelvis balanced and keep it balanced. You can't be walking around like this for 40, 50 years. Man, you're going to burn it out.
And would you say number 2 is technology?
Number 2 is technology. Everybody looking down at their books.
You've made it to Chiro Hustle. Sit back and learn from the greatest influencers in the profession on the world's #1 chiropractic podcast. This episode is brought to you by Peach State Payments. Ethical processing, more profit, less stress. Chiro HD, more than an EHR. Practice management simplified. The Chiro Speaking Company. Attract, educate, and convert. Chiro Spring, cloud-based, user-friendly software with all the essential features chiropractors need. Redmond Relight, the IFCO, Chiro Moguls, Chiro Health USA, Sherman College of Chiropractic, Pure Chiro Notes, Titronics, and Life West College of Chiropractic. Let's hustle. Hey docs, let me ask you something. Are you adjusting patients but not adjusting your revenue? Because a lot of chiropractors are still undercharging without even realizing it. They're accepting insurance allowances that are just too low. And they're hesitant to raise the fees because they're worried about pushback from patients. The problem is, when your fees and financial systems aren't aligned, it creates a slow leak in your practice. And when you try to grow, more marketing, more patients, maybe even another location, the leak gets bigger. There's actually a smarter way to handle this. Chiro Health USA helps chiropractors charge appropriately when insurance is available while still serving cash or limited benefit patients through a compliant discount medical plan. The results? Many practices see revenue increases around 15 to 20% without adding more visits. Same patients, better margins, more freedom. If you want to stop leaving money on the table and build a practice that's both profitable and compliant, check out chirohealthusa.com to learn more.
Yeah.
How do we get them to start curbing that usage and to have more functional lifestyle choices?
Right.
To where
And that's where the posture police comes in. After we do reset my clinic and we do reset my business, and we reset the business by using the posture police, which is really fun because who wants to go to a lunch and learn with another PowerPoint presentation? This is the way that you should have your posture. You should sit like this with your arms at 90 degrees. Look at me. Here's a picture of what it looks like. I mean, are you kidding me? We are so bored with PowerPoint presentations. Man, we fire it up. Our team goes in. We got the posture police in uniforms. We come in and we're like, everybody freeze. You're all under arrest for poor posture, right? And then we give them a ticket and we measure them first for the posture reset program. And we say, your neck is 2 inches of computer neck. So do the posture reset program, which corrects 5 millimeters a month. And you do this at home, exercise this way, traction this way, and stretch this way. That's why it's called reset. It's an acronym: stretch, exercise, and traction. And when you stretch, exercise, and traction in the same direction, it's structural correction, like braces on teeth. So we send them all home with the posture reset program, right? That gets them doing the home program, fixing their own computer neck. And then on the other half of the ticket, we write, and increase your monitor size up. Now the height has to be up another 6 inches. And it used to be that the monitor eye level is at the top of the screen. That's incorrect. The new 2025 guidelines, ergonomic guidelines, are now the eye level has to be at the bottom of the computer screen of the monitor, so that all the monitors have to go up another 6 inches because 67% are down here. And we have to raise it up to force them to look up and raise up and now start working like this to correct the imbalances. And that's why we have the Rock and Box. And the Rock and Box are the tools that you could use. This is HSA approved, and this is accepted ACCME certification for accredited program too, which is going. So that's all rolling forward. And inside the Rock and Box, you get a posture reset strap that helps pull your shoulders back while you're sitting there doing your good ergonomics while you're working on your workstations now. So we got lots of help meets to help you along the way to fix these issues and problems. And we leave them with a little ticket on their computer, and it tells them to raise their screen, a few more inches, and they could do that themselves. Or we actually have a maintenance crew now, and they'll go in and they'll rebolt if they need to in the wall, or re-raise or add standing desk for a service fee of what we do. Yeah, it's super cool, man. It's a great program.
So I know the schools are kind of sacred zones where a lot of people don't get access to it. What are you doing to get the chiropractic programs into more schools?
I really appreciate that. It's not like I haven't tried, right? I mean, I've got connections with my alma mater, Life West, and I've sent them the program. Dan Murphy, Dan Murphy, I've adjusted Dan Murphy. I've taken his seminars, his mock trials and all that a year and a half in the late 80s before I even went to chiropractic school. And when I went to chiropractic school, then he was my instructor at school, and I've got his personal number, all that kind of stuff. And I've called and left messages, and I can't get through door one, right? I've reached out to Schmidt and all those over at Plum, all those guys at Life West, and nobody ever calls me back. And I think because of my first book that I kind of soured myself as a black sheep in the profession. I should have named my first book the SET program, exercise program. Instead, I named it How to Adjust Yourself. for shock value, right? And I think since that book went out, that I've been kind of black sheeped out of the profession, but that's okay. I'm trying. It's not for lack of trying. I keep putting it out there to these, presidents of schools. I pitch them, I send them emails, but I never hear back. So well, I don't know why.
I meant more on the topic of how do we get your posture reset programs into public schools or private schools.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant
for the kids.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's my reset.
The people that are growing into dysfunction.
Yeah. So the thing is, Reset My School is the program. Yeah. All right. Yeah. And in Reset My School, they have 3 options to implement the posture reset program into the school. And they can do just straight athletes if they want to in the program, or they can do all the students, which they'll do athletes and then students with the computer neck issues. And then the third one is all of the students and all of the staff, again, with measuring everybody for the posture reset program, getting them set up on it. And then the staff will go through and set up all the ergonomics correctly on all the computer workstations inside the school as well. So we do a complete changeover. And those are 3 different packages that we offer from the Posture Reset Program team.
That's really cool. It sounds like you have a lot of initiatives. It sounds like you have a lot of programs.
Yeah.
And how are you, how are you getting the staff involved at these different, with the different programs, and how are they helping facilitate it? It looks like you're getting into gyms, clinics, businesses, and schools.
I have my own personal reset team, and we are launching forward nationally as we bring this across the nation. This is brand new, man. We just started this year bringing it out to the public. So jump on board, be a part of it. Wouldn't you rather have, instead of 25 new patients a month, wouldn't you rather have 1,000 new patients that you see one time a month instead of 25 that you see 3 times a week for 3 months, right? I mean, you want to heal the masses. Our goal, we're going to heal 5 million people. I'm telling you, we're going to do it. And we're going to do it because we're going to set aside all of these specialties to be the supervisors over the home posture reset program, exercise program. We're going to certify them, physical therapists, massage therapists, medical doctors, chiropractors. Everybody's going to be certified as a specialty. It's only a 4-hour online certification. And if you want to do it before the beginning of the year, it's free for everybody. Just contact me. I'll give you the code. It's 4 hours to show how to give this. And the program is free. It's an accreditation, right? It's a curriculum. You can't sell the program. You have to give it away for free to everybody. Now, what we do is we sell our services along with that, or we sell a rocking box that helps, do the program, but you don't need a rocking box with the items in there. You can roll up towels and put them, in SOT blocking underneath the pelvis so they can SOT block their pelvis. And it shows how to do that in the program, right? So there's nothing wrong with that. It's called stretching for a long period of time, or traction, right? and it's all authorized to do as an exercise curriculum. How are we going to heal the masses? Not through chiropractic. How are you going to build, where you get your hands on a number of people? Chiropractic has a sour taste. And not to mention that it's being bastardized by all of these new TikTok videos that are a disgrace to our profession. I'm sick and tired of seeing even chiropractors put out these ads where they're like, jerking and cracking and like pulling kids' heads off and stuff for fun and dropping big boulders on people like that's an adjustment. You know what I mean? It's like, don't make, fun of sacred things. And you and I know, James, chiropractic is the most powerful healing art on the face of the earth when it's done right. I mean, I have laid my hands on a paralyzed patient from the neck down who could not move a toe or a finger, and instantly with one adjustment reset the neck, and he got up and walked out of the emergency room in front of 4 doctors and 4 nurses that were standing there saying, we got to go in and surgically repair his dislocated neck. And he called me and they said, hey, someone says we can't do surgery until he sees his chiropractor. Why don't you get down here and see him? And I went down and saw him, right? And he looked up at me, he says, can you fix it? And I'm like, yep, I'll set that. And I did. And they all went, sign here, right? And we're out the door. We'll be outside if you need us, right? And I went in there now, boom. And I reset a dislocated neck. And that patient sat up out of bed instantly and said, get me out of here. And we walked out of that emergency room together.
So I want to talk about the future a little bit.
Yeah.
We got 5 years, 10 years. Where's profession going? I know you said that we're stagnant.
Yep.
Where's the profession going in the next 5 to 10 years?
We are unifying. We are finding a common ground, and we are unifying us together with all the other professions in the community. All of us are going to pick a problem and work on it together. I'm a healer. I'm a healer of people. I'm a healer of situations. And this situation with the stagnation and the diversity of this, us and them, and that kind of stuff has got to stop. And the only way that's going to stop is if we find a common ground and work on it together. The common ground, computer neck, the 3 biggest problems. Okay, let's pick one. Computer neck. We all have it. It's a thing, right? Now it's a very known tech neck. Call it what you want to. But if we can all unify and work on that one together, then it doesn't matter where the client goes. They'll go to a chiro, they'll go to a massage therapist, they'll go to a PT, they'll go to wherever, but they'll be on the posture reset program, and that specialty will supervise them on the posture reset program to unify them and fix that problem together. When we work together, you will see all kinds of amazing things change. What happens when truth goes into the masses? I mean, there was like the city of Enoch that got taken up into heaven because truth was there, right? I don't know, you never know what's going to happen. But right now, if we don't work together, Chiro is going to be buried. If we don't step up, come along and accept everybody and work together, right, and find a common ground, a common goal, we're gonna keep just barely climbing up that ladder, and it's not pretty. Everyone else is passing us by. I mean, look at the stats. You could go Google all the stats of all that I just did, over the last week, and every profession, yoga, massage. I mean, they're seeing 18%. There's 400,000 massage therapists, and they're seeing 18% of the population, more than us, right? Everybody's growing and blowing it up, but not us. So we've got to jump on board, and our best way to do that is to become supervisors over the computer neck, to become the specialist within computer neck, and to start showing people and training people how to do that. And how you'll do that is, yes, you'll train your small little clinic with your small 300 people a week, and that's okay. But you're going to be training thousands because you're going to go into the other clinics and get them on board. You're going to go into all the gyms and you're going to get them on board. And you're going to go into the businesses around you and you're going to give them the posture police protocol. And you're going to get all the people there on board too. And all of a sudden you are involved in the community in such a powerful way that it just unifies everybody together. You're the expert in the field, and they are going to line out the door. We should have 4 chiropractors on every corner, like dentistry now, right? But we don't. We still battle for that one sweet location. No, right? The location is every corner.
So
right?
if you had access to a chiropractic student right now that was looking for advice from you, what would you tell them to do as they're finishing up college?
Anybody could be a master at joint setting. That takes practice, right? Practice, and mastery, your manipulation, your adjustment, your skill. get that thing down, man, so that you give a wow experience after every session. That patient should get off the table and go, oh my God, I feel incredible. What did you do to me? Every patient should have that experience, not get up and go, what did you do again? You got to wow them with your technique. So be that guy, be that woman, be that person that gives that wow experience every time. And then after you do that and you unlock a joint, you better be the expert on knowing how to rehab it and keep it stable so that it's not shifting all over the place. And you got to trim it down because nobody has time and money anymore. Those are the two factors everybody has, time and money. And they don't have any of it anymore. All right. So you can't do 3 times a week for 3 months and all that kind of stuff anymore. People don't have time. People don't have money. You got to slim it down, trim it down, and get them doing more home programs. And there are none on the market right now except the Posture Reset program to get them going. And it's free. Not going to cost you any money. I'll give it to you. Email me and I'll give you the program. It's an e-file. I'll send it to you and you can have it. Just start giving it. If you want to certify in it, that's free too. We'd love to have you come on board and do it. We're trying to make this as easy as possible as we blow this up, right? I don't need your money, right? I got a sugar mama. So I'm all fine. We don't need anybody's money, man. We just need to go forward and just get this in as many hands as possible.
Well, Dr. Staten, appreciate you being on with me today. I'm excited to hear more about where you're headed over the next couple months and how many more people are going to become posture police and how your posture reset program is helping unify the world and unify the profession.
That's it. That's what we want to do. Thank you so much, James. It's been a pleasure as always. Love following your adventures all around, and you are just an icon of mine. I love what you're doing, and thank you so much for all of your energy and everything you put towards this profession, because we need people like you stepping up and telling the story. It needs to be done, and you are doing it. And thank you so much for all you do for us.
Yeah, man. Next time I'm out in Seattle, I'll look you up.
Let's do it.
We'll go for a little hike around some cool mountains or something.
Hike? You wuss. Let's come skydiving with me.
Well, I've done it once.
All right. I got 38 jumps.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Are you solo now, or are you still doing tandem?
Of course. Yeah, solo it. Super fun.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, brother.
All right. Well, thanks for being episode 759 of the Chiro Hustle Podcast. I'll close out like I always do. I tell everybody, you guys are just one story away. Keep hustling. I'll see you guys on the next episode.
That's it. Live well, rock on, and lead with love.
Lead with love, guys. Love and appreciate you guys. Bye for now.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Chiro Hustle. Don't forget to subscribe and check back next week to continue hustling.